understanding the next step of meditation. That takes us to experience. Hari Om. Om, Om, Om. Om Sanavatu Sano Gunaktu Saviryangaravavahai. Tejasvinavaditavastu Mavidyushavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave. Namo Vai Brahmanidhaye Vasishtaya. Namo Namaha. By God's grace, beautiful values we are trying to understand from Vidura Neethi of Mahabharata, where Vidura teaches Dhritarashtra, and Dhritarashtra like all of us. In this, there is common sense, the values, there is sentiment, there is emotion, there is the essence of Shastra, there is spiritual outlook, there is righteousness outlook, there is universal outlook. All of them are given. Beautiful. Third chapter was over. In the fourth, we began yesterday the samvada between one of the category of devatas called Sadhyas with Paramatma's avatar of Dattatreya in an Avaduta Rupa. So that Avaduta was somewhere. So these Sadhyas went. Then by outer looks, you don't look to be somebody great, but when we deeply pierce through you, it feels that you have a lot of Shastra Jnanam, you have a lot of sadhana experience, therefore teach us. This is how the sadhyas respectfully addressed. Yesterday we saw that sadhya uchuho, sadhya deva vayamete maharshe. Hey maharshe, we are the sadhya devatas. Društva bhavantam na shaknumo anumatum. By seeing your outer appearance, we can't imagine in you a great jnani or a great disciplined or cultured person because avadutas, they are in the Fateh Purane Kapade, no culturing to the hair, no taking the bath, none of those things. They have to go without even footwear. Their talk will be erratic. They laugh, they shout, they act like a pagal, sometimes stay in smashan or somewhere. You know, from the modern language, I have no decency at all in them. Then when such person like that, immediate conclusion is uneducated, uncultured only. But Avadutas, with so much education Brahma Tattva, appearing wise, they'll be like that only. This is what they say. Shrutena dhiraha buddhiman tvam. But if I focus little bit, it appears that you are Shrutena, you have the study of the knowledge, you are also Dhira, that means you are intellectual. Then Buddhiman means you have the ability of discrimination, Prajna Bhalam, you have all these three. Therefore, Ataha, therefore, Naha to us. This Sadhya Devatas are asking Dattatreya Bhagavan, Kavyam Vacham, the words of wisdom, words of guidance, words of advice. Vaktumarasi Udaram. Please, you speak to us guidance. So that's how they are so wonderful enough to equip themselves with more and more knowledge. When they found Bhagavan Dattatreya, they sought that guidance. This should be our attitude. जब तक लाइफ में ना मुझे सीखना है सीखना है सीखना है जानना है जानना है जानना है ये जिज्ञासा नहीं बढ़ेगा, we will remain only at what level we are of the minimum knowledge of worldly vyavahara, and in that also so many ghaflat, misunderstanding, misdoings. That laziness of intellect, makes us continuously live life throughout. नया सीखा ही कुछ नहीं जिंदगी भर, जो सीखा 15 साल तक वही हुआ, मरने तक भी नथिंग न्यू एडेड. इमोशंस आर देयर, एक्शंस आर गोइंग ऑन, एंजॉयमेंट आर, बट दिमाग को तेज करने वाला ज्ञान सुना ही नहीं. Especially the knowledge about values, the knowledge about the importance of human life, knowledge of how best it has to be used for, knowledge of spirituality, where you just see, observe people ना. सो बस हम काम करते हैं, आते खाते, देखते देखते उम्र आएगा मरने का, मर भी जाते हैं without adding anything to life. Same would have been our case if Gurudev and the Lord and Guru Parampara has not blessed us with the sequence of Shastras and your willingness to come regularly and listen. बिना शास्त्र पढ़े मर जाते थे हम, अब तो पढ़कर मर रहे हैं विदाउट अंडरस्टैंडिंग. इज ओके, बट एटलीस्ट वी स्टडी. They want to gain knowledge, update their knowledge. Hamsauvacha. Now, Dattatreya starts giving answer around beautiful 20 mantras. Again, what are given in all these things are informations regarding what to do, what to avoid to grow outside and inside. क्योंकि बिना दिमाग का समझ का ना कुछ भी करो वो नुकसान होगा, कुछ नहीं करो तो नुकसान होता. We should have the profit, some benefit only when we do something or when we don't do something, not the other way around. कर रहे हैं ऐसे काम के बिगड़ते जा रहे हैं और अच्छे काम कर ही नहीं, इससे तरक्की नहीं हो रही है. It should not be like that. We should have always knowledge. Therefore, the equipping us with the knowledge of what to do, what not to do, so that we grow, we gain, we evolve. That's the purpose. Now, etat karyam amaraha samshutam me dhrutishama satya dharma anuvrutti granthim viniya hrudayasya sarvam priya priya chatma samam naita. See, to be quite peaceful in life, to feel the experience that I have evolved or matured, this is what I heard from my gurus. Oh, my dear friends, this is what I am telling you also. Amaraha, oh, my dear Devatas, Sadhya Devatas, etat karyam me samshutam. I heard that these are the things to be done in life, learning and practicing for our own evolution. You have asked for the Kavyavani, Kavyavacham. No, these are the things. They won't come by themselves. We have to put effort to gain them. They're very good earnings or investments for further growth. What are they? First is Dhruti. Second is Shamaha. Third, Satya Dharma Anuvrutti. Fourth, Granthim Viniya Hrudayasya Sarvam. Five, Priya Priyacha Atma Samam Naita. These are the 5 points. First is Dhruti. When you are convinced about a good positive goal, have the patience, perseverance, consistency. Else what will happen? We'll jump from one to the other, doing nothing, reaching nowhere. Dhruti. Dhruti also means the control of senses, mind, etc. Then dhrutyaya dharayate mana prana indriya kriya yogena vyabhicharinya dhruti sa partha satviki. In Gita it came, na? So therefore dhruti means control of senses, etc. Dhruti means patience and perseverance in doing what's to be done when you are convinced about some goal, some action. Dhruti. Some value. Ki, I am to speak truth. Have the dhruti to speak it till we die. Not that aaj bola khali fir bhul gaye. Some of the restraints from the worldliness. We commit and we do for some days and we give up. Non-giving up, consistently pursuing is called dhruti. एक बार छोड़ दिया तो छोड़ ही दिया बस. सो टू एक बार करने का डिसाइड किया, कर ही लूंगा. लाइक आई विल डू द क्लासेस, धृति करते ही जा रहे हैं. आप भी आएंगे, सुनेंगे, धृति. गुड. Now next, where this power of dhruti should be employed for the better benefit, you have to understand it. Dhruti in chanting mantras, dhruti in knowing word to word meaning, dhruti in contemplation. Is it not? First one is dhruti. Second, shamaha. Never allow the mind again and again to run into the ruts of the world. हो गया, आप देख चुके हैं. सेम शब्द स्पर्श प्रसगंध, सेम कर्म एंड कर्म फला, सेम पीपल एंड लव एंड फाइटिंग विद देम, सेम राग द्वेष. अरे और कुछ नया क्या है? देखो, जो सोच लेता है बंदा अब जगत में वो नया नहीं है, ही इज रियली मेच्योर्ड. And the one who is going on indulging in same stupid things, सच्चे दारू पिया हुआ व्यक्ति है. That's called as pramada. That's called as the tamoguna of the intellect. दिमाग लगा के सोचना जो कर क्या रहे, पा क्या रहे, इससे बढ़िया और कुछ है ना? नहीं. This is called as shamaha. Third one is satya dharma anuvrutti. Vrutti means vyavahara. Satya dharma means satya ka dharma ka vyavahar. And every one of us speak satya and do dharma once in a while, very rarely, occasionally. He is just anu. Anu means all the time, continuously. Whenever you say all the time, continuously, it's not only about the time. More than time, even when the odd situations come. The two odd situations, one from within, one from outside. Inside, some temptation makes us go away from Satya and Dharma. From outside, some difficulty or compulsion comes. Like many people got converted to Islam, Christianity. Why? Force from outside. कि भाई हमको मार देंगे तुमको हम. We will kill you if you don't convert. So outer compulsion had made some of them to yield. बेचारा कुछ लोग मर गए, मरेंगे लेकिन हमारे धर्म को नहीं छोड़ेंगे. They are the great ones. There is an outer influence का example there of inner influence of some distraction or desire. Both of them take us away from Satya Dharma. Therefore, Satya Dharma Anuvrutti means in spite of all of them, never giving up. Let any obstacle come from inside or outside, I am not going to give up my Satya Dharma. That is called a Anu of the Satya Dharma Anuvrutti word. This is the third one. So, Dhrutihi, Shamaha, Satya Dharma Anuvrutti. Fourth one, Granthim Viniya Hridayasya Sarvam. Remove the knot of the Hridaya once for all. In the Vedantic Bhasha, the knot is all the three. In general way of saying, to a common ordinary people, the Granthi is only one, the middle one of the three. And what are the three put together is the Hridaya Granthi, Avidya, Kama, Karma. Clear? Technical definition. But general Vyavahara definition is Hridaya Granthi Vinaya Hridayasya Sarva means the desire in the heart, totally giving it up. The desire should be replaced by the jignasa for the Lord or devotion and surrender to the Lord. So here the Granthi is Kamana. In general, Granthi is all the three, Avidya, Kama, Karma. So Granthi Vinaya Hridayasya Sarvam. Last fifth one is what? Priya Priya cha Atma Samam Nahita. So let everything, Priya and Apriya, all the pairs of opposite, be taken with a balance in the mind. We should not be tilted this side or that side when the Priya happens or Apriya happens. So that's how Bhagavan Dattatreya himself is living life like this, practicing it also. When this great Devathas, Sadhyas come and ask, he has given us the 5 sadhanas to be done. Now, what are the consequences of each of them? How it helps the life to be smoother and beautiful? It can be exhaustively explained for hours together. But you can little contemplate on that. When we make Priya Apriya Sama, then our mind is always in balance. Then you will have solution if there are problems. If you have ideas conceived for future goals, if the Priya is tossing us all the time, the newer things you can't discover. Therefore, we have to have the Samadhushti for the Priya and Apriya. Second point from Vedanta standpoint, after maintaining Samatha only in the Priya, the intellect is awakened. In the awakening of intellect only, there is an inquiry. In the inquiry only, whatever Priya came, both are Mithya, that knowledge will come. And what is Satya then? Paramatma, you can pursue it. Only in a calm and quiet mind, which is free itself from Priya, that the Priya Apriya are Mithya, this knowledge can be contemplated upon. If one is carried away by Priya and Apriya things, he will never have the poise in the intellect to contemplate. That's one meaning when I said how the consequence of Priya Apriya. क्या इसे समझना है? Same way, Granthi Vinaya Hridayasya Sarvam. है ना? The kamana of the heart. As long as it is there, we will be a karta. As long as a karta, we are bhokta. As long as karta bhokta, we are jiva. As long as we are jiva, we have janma marana. And as long as janma marana, in between jara roga, mrityu, jara roga and all samasyas. Elaborate explanation. ग्रंथि में निर्देश सो टू ध्रुति क्षमा सत्यधन मानवृत्ति वो करने से क्या फायदा नहीं करने से क्या नुकसान है you can little do contemplation. It's very interesting discussion. Now this will touch little tomorrow. Akrushyamano nakroshet manyurev titikshudha akroshtaram nirdahati sukritam chasya vindati. Very good shloka it is. I like it. What is that? Akrushyamana na akroshetu. If somebody become angry with you, don't retaliate with anger. Manureva titikshataha. That anger should be suppressed with your own willpower. Don't express that anger again by shouting at that fellow. If this is done, what will happen? Two things. Akroshtaram nirdahati, their own anger will burn that fellow. Sukrutam chase vindati, whatever the sukruti that fellow had done, that punya comes to you, who did not react when he scolded you. Matlab, when I become angry and shout at you, if you don't retaliate and keep quiet, then I get burnt because of my shouting, and all my punya karma phala will come to you. मेरे को इतना अच्छा लगा ये समझौता. He says, Akroshtaram nirdahati, sukrutam cha asya vindati. All the punya of that fellow comes to you, and he will be destroyed because he's so angry that he'll get a heart attack and all. You be remaining without reaction. If you react, then there's no end to our fighting, argument, etc. See, this point came in the earlier class, yesterday in Rama's story, here also. It means what? Some occasions in our life of Kama Krodha are coming, Lord is telling us to guard. As I'm Samasakti. By the way, now like that, so many shlokas. This is enough for that day. We have to meet again. So just whispers. Have a good day. Enjoy life. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Thank you, friends.